Hey everybody, welcome in. I say hey everybody, like I didn't just start the live. There ain't nobody in here yet, but as you guys pop in here, welcome. This is going to be your monthly, sorry, just kidding. This is not the monthly read. This is for the week ahead. I did just do the monthly May readings for all signs. Those are already up on YouTube. So if you want to see your monthly reading for your sign, just head over to YouTube for your sun, moon, and rising. It is all time stamped over there for the month ahead. This is going to be the read for this week, and that's April 30th through May 6th. I was going to get in here yesterday and do them, but I was recovering from a migraine. I get really bad migraines sometimes, and then, you know, we just had an Aries eclipse. Aries rules ahead, so I wasn't surprised that dealing with that. But Sunday I was getting my energy back together, so I was not doing no kind of tarot reads yesterday, so I'm a day late, but it's okay. We're only a day into the week. It is what it is. I'm going to start with Taurus because we are in Taurus season. This is going to be your sun, moon, and rising read, okay? It is general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And again, if you want to see your monthly reading for the month of May, head over to YouTube. My YouTube is linked on my profile. I do have those up already, okay? SunshinehazeCo, astrology and tarot. All right, let's get into it. What is the overall energy for this week for Taurus sun, Taurus moon, and Taurus rising? I'm going to pull a oracle and a tarot card, and I am reading with the Prism Oracle today and the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. It's a long ass title, but that is the deck. I do really like the deck, but I think that title is mad long. Welcome in, guys. This is the week ahead read. This is not free yes or no pulls. This is overall all signs, so I'll be reading for each sign. If you want a personal reading, you can book with me. Check out the link in my profile. All right, what's poppin' for Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising this upcoming week, April 30th. Through May 6th. Excuse me. I'm trusting the Three of Swords. Okay, Taurus, I like to keep, bear with me, y'all. Let me try and get that glare out of here. There we go. I like to keep it very real in my reading, so if you like, you know, sprinkles and fluff, I am not the reader for you, and that is okay. I am not the reader for everybody. I keep it real. I don't want y'all to end up in a trick bag by way of one of my readings. You got the Three of Swords, and you got trust. So what I will tell you, Taurus, especially because we have a full moon coming up in your sign, this is a time of illumination for you where things become clear for you. You maybe have been feeling like something's off, something's not right. And because it is the Three of Swords, it could be in your relationship, or this could be regarding the person that you are romantically involved with, okay? This is general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. You might be feeling, your intuition might be like, your little spidey senses might be tingling, and you need to pay attention to them, because your intuition, especially with all of your energy swirling around right now, it is not going to lead you astray. For anybody popping in right now, this is not a free yes or no pull. This is the week ahead tarot reading for this week. Look, on my social media, because I don't be liking to be on social media all day. But for those of y'all that did not hear me, this is not a free yes or no pull. This is not for questions in the comments. This is the week ahead general reading for all signs. I am reading Taurus right now. If you have a personal question, go to the link in my profile and book. Click the button that says book a personal reading, and then go to the little drop down menu where it says tarot spreads, and then you can click quick question reading and book that way and ask me your question that way. This is for the week ahead. And I know a lot of tarot readers will stop and do y'all's little free yes or no's, but this is a free video. So you're getting your free insight here. If you have a personal question, book a personal reading, okay? And Mercury is in retrograde, and my Mercury is in Leo. I do not like lashing out on people, but I really cannot stand when y'all see what the reading is and y'all still be in my comments asking me questions. And y'all can leave. For anybody who doesn't like that, you can leave. I do not care. I want people in my reading who understand what's going on. All right? Back to what I was saying for Taurus. Your spidey senses are tingling. I feel like it's in the space of love, most likely, because we do have the Three of Swords here. So if you are feeling like something is going on in your relationship, or like and you don't have to necessarily be in a relationship. It could be you're just heavily attached to somebody. You got heavy romantic cords of attachment, and you feel like something is going on, like they out there testing the waters. You're probably more than likely right, because we have your energy swirling around right now. We have a full moon coming up. There's an eclipse coming up. This is a time of illumination. This is a time where things become clear to you. So Taurus, if your intuition is pulling you in a certain direction, this is not the time for you to be like, nah, that's just fear. That's just doubt. Sometimes intuition does come in and it does feel like that, unfortunately. If that is what you're feeling, especially regarding this type of energy here, you need to listen to it. You need to trust your intuition, and you need to move accordingly, okay? And that's all I'm going to say for Taurus. The love readings for everybody will be up on my Patreon between tonight and tomorrow. If you want a personal love reading, like I just said to everybody, you can book a personal love reading with me, okay? All right, give me a second, because I need a sip of some tea. Excuse me. Let's get into Gemini. We are going in order, guys, just to give you a heads up. And I did start with Taurus because we are in Taurus season. Happy birthday to all the Tauruses. Happy birthday to y'all. Sending y'all good vibes and positivity and abundance for your new rotation around the sun, okay? All right, now let's get into Gemini sun. Thank you, Vicky. Listen, I've been doing this for a while, and I put out so much free shit. I'd be like, listen, if the sign says it's the reading for the week, why are you in here asking me other questions? You know? You just missed Taurus, Danica, but I will, after I do the reading on here and it downloads, I'll put it up on my YouTube tonight. But I will tell you, if you want to go watch Taurus's reading for the month, I actually do have the May monthly readings up already on YouTube, and my YouTube is linked in my profile, so you ain't even got to do a whole bunch of searching. The May I just put it up maybe about 30-40 minutes ago. Thank you, guys. Thanks for those of you tapping in and just listening to the reading and giving likes and understanding that this is the reading for the week ahead. I appreciate y'all. All right, Gemini sun, moon, rising. Let's pop in for the week ahead, April 30th through May 6th. All right, Gemini sun, Gemini moon, Gemini rising. What is the deal? What's the energy y'all are tapping into this week? All right, Gemini, what y'all got going on? You got protection and you got Queen of Swords. And if I think I might have pulled this card for you in your monthly read. So and not just as a shameless plug, I think you should actually go watch my monthly read for Gemini, because I may have pulled this for you. I pulled something similar to this for you, if I'm remembering correctly. You got protection and you got the Queen of Swords. So what I will say for you, Gemini, this is you. Okay, more than likely this is you. It is a court card, so this could, if we're reading literally, this could mean like you need to protect your peace from another air sign out there who could be an Aquarius, a Gemini like yourself, or a Libra. Typically older, a little bit more mature energy, a little bit of a colder energy, but I'm not necessarily picking up on that. I more so get that this is pointing to you, Gemini, because you are the Queen of Swords. And you got protection. And so what I get this week, and I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, we're right in the middle, not in the middle, like we just started Mercury retrograde. Well, we are in the middle of it because it moves fast. We're getting to the middle of it. We're in a Mercury retrograde. We're in the middle of eclipse season. It's getting hot outside. You know, the energy is shifting. You know what I'm saying? It's a little, shit might be a little funny, okay? This is a week in which you need to be very, very mindful about the people that you're putting yourself around. You also need to be mindful about the types of energies that you're around, the spaces that you're in, because you do have a message here that says you need to protect your peace, protect your neck. That's what I got. Protect your neck, protect your head. You need to protect your peace this week. I get that this may be a very retrograde-ish feeling type of week for you, Gemini, unfortunately. And I, like the message is unfortunate, but I'm giving you the insight so you could be prepared. You feel me? This might be a week in which things are just like, people are getting on your nerves. Things might be going left, and what I will say, the protection card coming up for you, I believe, is a message to tell you, do not allow all of this retrograde nonsense, the chaotic part of the retrograde nonsense, to consume you. Instead, tap into your Queen of Swords, your analytical, your smarts, your perceptive energy, because you are an air sign, and tackle those things. Instead of letting them take you over, you take them over, and you ain't got to hit them all at the same time. I mean, it's only a time span of a week, but still, like, if you got 5 things bothering you in the time span of a day, you put 4 things on hold and be like, nobody's gonna die, nothing is going to, it's not gonna be that serious if you put it off for a couple hours so you can figure one thing out, get that worked out, and then you hit the next one. You need to be in a headspace of where you are clear this week and protecting your peace, because I feel like you have things coming in for you and major changes coming in for you, and you need to have, clarity. You need to have peace of mind for that. So your message for this week is protect your peace, okay? And work through the things that are bothering you one at a time. All right. That is it for Gemini. We will do Cancer next. Please don't give me no kind of retrograde message for Cancer, because that is my sign. And I got a good read for Cancer for the month. So I'm like, can we just get that energy for can it be consistent throughout the month? Because y'all know how these reads go. You'll get a really good read, and then you'll have a week in there that's like, well, this does not match up with what the month said. This sounds no. But we shall see how it goes. Cancer gang. Hey, Nettie Pooh, my peoples. Oh, you in love with a Cancer, and it's a Cancer man. You know what? I am a Cancer woman. And I did the stupid, I was dumb enough to date a Cancer man as a Cancer woman, and I would not suggest that shit to nobody. I'ma just keep it very real. So good luck with that, but I do hope it goes well for you. I did not do Virgo yet. Virgo will be coming up a couple signs down. I'm on Cancer now. I'm going in order. All right, Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising. What's popping for this upcoming week? For my peoples, give me some good cards, please. Y'all, I'd be so nervous pulling for my big 3 signs. And I'm a Cancer Sun and Cancer Moon. So like Cancer, I'd be like, oh, please, because usually the Cancer read resonates a little bit more with me. All right. Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising. What's popping for us this upcoming week? We got a really good read for the month. So after you watch, or after I finish this read, go to my profile and click on that little YouTube link and go watch the May reading, because I did put it up a little. Y'all, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have so many limits on social media because I do not like being on social media all day. My bad. But as I was saying, after this Cancer read, go to my profile, to the YouTube button, go to YouTube and watch the May read. It's in the live section because I did it live on YouTube. And watch the read for this month, and they are timestamped, so you don't have to stumble through and scrub through. I got it all laid out for y'all, okay? We got Fear in the 5 of... I said, please give me some good cards. Okay. Well, I don't get bad energy from this. What I'm really getting, and it's so funny because I didn't even finish saying the word, but what I am getting, Cancer, is this energy of like, why you acting like you don't know what to do? Why you pretending like you ain't got what it takes? Like, why are you hiding in the shadows? That's really what I get. You got Fear here, and you got the 5 of Swords. With the sword suit, that really is mental. So what I am getting, and I hate when this comes up in my reads, and I'm a little irritated because it's for my sign. When this card comes up for me, especially just for a specific, like this is a 2-card read. So I think this is really pointing to us, our energy. This points to doubt and fear and a lack mentality, and allowing that to consume all of what we got going on. And you know what? I can even speak to it because we are a little bit into this week, and I'm seeing these cards and I'm like, you know what? Yep, that's right on key. Cancer, we have, well, everybody does, but I'm talking to Cancer right now. You have the ability to actually manifest your destiny. You have the ability to create the life that you want to live, but you also have the ability to fuck that up. And you can do that by being fearful, by putting lack on the things that you are trying to manifest, by putting doubt into your intention. So peep game, I'm gonna give y'all an example that is personal to me, and because it is about me. I've been in business for 5 years with SunshinehazeCo. I've had lots of highs, but the past few years have been some very low lows. I was also in my Saturn return, so I kind of expected it, but that shit, nobody can prepare you for that. So I've recently gotten to the point to where I'm a lot more optimistic. I've gotten back on my ball, right? This week or last week, I was in a space of, okay, these are the plans. This is what we're going to do. Yesterday, I was sitting here and I was like, I got so much to do. And these people are not even about to tip. They not about to sign up for my Patreon membership. They not about to send in no TikTok gifts, because that's what I've been seeing, right? But that's what I'm speaking to. Don't put that on yourself. So I'm sitting here, gotta reel myself in. I gotta change the way that I'm thinking about this shit. Yeah, sometimes I do be on these social medias like, are y'all for real? Like, really? Y'all can't send in $2 on a Cash App tip? Like, come on now. Y'all can't send in 3 little roses. But when you think like that, it's like you honestly have to just let it go. Like, you cannot put that type of energy into what you got going on. The way I need to be thinking is, okay, I got so much to do, and people are going to bring me an abundant return on what I am putting out this week. And I may not believe it as I'm saying it, but I got to keep telling myself that so that it starts to actually become true to me and actually manifest in the physical. So Cancer, whatever it is that you have going on this week, you have to, instead of looking at it like this is not going to work out the way that I want to because this is what I've experienced with it, even if that's what it is, you have to look at it with very almost like, how would I say this? You got to look at it with like almost like a false positivity. Like, you may know what the reality is today, but you have to look at it as if you're in a different reality. Like you're in an alternate reality. It's like, okay, I'm doing all of this stuff and it is working out for me. It is bringing me what I want it to bring. And it may not actually look like that today, like I said, but keep putting that energy out there and eventually it will come back in. So you have to do away with this fear. This is the Swords card. You have to cut this type of mentality and perspective out in order for you to put yourself forward in the spaces that you need to get in. And just knowing what the energy is for Cancer for this month, y'all need to get over this energy very quick, fast, very, very quick and fast this week, because you got a lot of opportunities and popping stuff coming in for you for the month. And the longer you stay in this, the longer you prolong that good stuff coming in for you. Okay. All right. That's it for Cancer. I had to get myself together in a collective read. That's wild. But it's okay. All right, let's get into Leo. All right, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. What is going on this week for you guys? What's the energy for people with those Leo placements? And you enjoyed that read, please do me a favor and follow. Send me some little likes. Send some roses. Send some Cash App tips. All the good things. All the gratitude for these free readings that I be putting out. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Week ahead, what's popping? I am a writer, y'all. I do be throwing out the vocabulary sometimes. But make sure that you are just really analyzing and going over things, these ideas, before you start to implement them. But I'm not saying don't implement them. Just make sure that you're thinking them through before you do anything with them, because whatever way it rocks, you do have a card that says you have success in those areas. So good week for you guys. Good energy for y'all there. And that's it. That's it for Leo. No, it didn't. It did pause, but that is because I be trying to keep myself off of social media. One of my restrictions went up and I had to take it off of there. My bad, y'all. All right, now we are at Virgo. All right, and I know that pause made people think that everything glitched. Whoever is still in here, do me a favor and share the link for this video with any of your tarot video watching friends. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. What's up for this upcoming week? What's the energy for people with these placements? I think it's so funny. My cat, she got in big trouble this morning. Like, she's been in trouble all day. And so I finally let her out of her little thing. And now she's just being so peaceful. And I'm like, you couldn't be peaceful before? Like, well, you could have avoided all of that. And I just looked over. She's sleeping so peacefully. Like, she did not wreak havoc in here for like 3 whole hours this morning. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. Catherine, this is not a free yes or no pull. I know you missed the message, but this is not what that is. Virgo, you got stop and you got the 4 discs. So the big message that I got from you here is that you might be overworking yourself. Ooh, that's interesting too. For those of you that this resonates with, Virgo, this is your warning, okay? You need to be very careful about picking up too many hours, about doing too much overtime, about working too many jobs, because you can burn yourself out, not only mentally, meaning you stress yourself out, but stress tends to manifest in our bodies physically. So if you do that, you could cause some health problems for yourself. And I don't like to speak those into existence, so I'm just going to speak it like this. You need to take a breather. You need to take a break so that you can get your body and your mind together, okay? You do have the four of Pentacles, because for whatever reason, I'm having a very hard time saying discs today. You have the 4 of Coins. So this tells me, like, you have been doing a lot of work, but I also get this message that you maybe have been doing work that's not giving you as much of a return as it needs to. And Virgo, y'all are an earth sign, and y'all are probably the most practical, most logical sign in the whole zodiac, if we're being honest. You and Capricorn are neck and neck, but because of your Mercury influence, I'm going to give it to y'all. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. And that also goes for if it ain't making enough money, it don't make sense. Because Virgo, y'all don't do shit that will not bring you a good return. Anything that Virgo does, it literally is done with a plan in mind that is meant to be successful, that will bring you more success than you have intended, right? So I do get that some of you might be, and it could be you might be working at a job that's not paying you enough. You might be, if you're an entrepreneur and you have products, you might be putting out a product and you're not charging enough for it. Listen, and as a business owner, I get it. You might feel bad, but do like these corporations do, because these people be giving these corporations all their money. Raise your prices. Raise your worth. Make your prices match your worth. Please and thank you. And that's a message not just for Virgo, that's for every entrepreneur out here, because if people are going to be giving their money to all these 1% corporations, then they can slide that money over to the small business owner. So Virgo, if that is you and you feel bad about raising that service to $50 when it's actually worth $75, raise it to $50 from the $25 that you had it at, because if it don't make money, it don't make sense. You don't need to be losing money. Stop doing things that don't make sense for yourself, okay? Is there anything else that I get for Virgo? That's really it. That's all I get for you guys. I get that you're not really satisfied in a professional or a financial space, and the only way that you're going to be able to change that is by, or the only way you're going to be able to fix that is by doing something different. And you've got the stop card here. So for some of you guys, that is a message to walk away from the career that you're in and go find you a different one. Now, I don't like to give the message of leave your job without nothing in tow, but I have done it all. I have left jobs with jobs lined up. I have also left jobs wondering where I was gonna get money from the next week. So I can't tell y'all nothing about that. And that is the water in me. I do what I feel, okay? Virgo, for you guys, y'all do what makes sense. So I would say you need to start thinking about the next place of employment or the next business move. But I do feel like you need to maybe walk away from where you're at now. And then again, just to reiterate on the other side, make sure that you are not overworking yourself this week, because you do not need to stress yourself out to the point to where you make yourself sick physically, okay? That's it for Virgo. Look, y'all got energy on the bottom of the spread. Yeah, y'all need a breather. Y'all need a break. You got sick days, take them sick days. And even if you ain't got sick days, you need to make some sick days. Fuck these jobs. Your time off request was denied. That is nice. Y'all call it a request. This is a courtesy notification. I don't care that it was denied. And I feel like that's the energy y'all need to go with this week. You need to take a breather, take a break. Okay? All right. Libra. In Libra, I did not forget you this week. I didn't forget Libra last week, but I skipped y'all on accident. I did y'all after Scorpio, but I remembered y'all this week. And I also remembered y'all in the, what's it called? In the monthly read. Okay. Libra sun, Libra moon, and Libra rising. What's the energy for the upcoming week? Libra sun, Libra moon, and Libra rising. What's the energy for people with these placements? April 30th through May 6th, 2023. That little ring light glare be bothering me so much. And and that is only because as a filmmaker doing YouTube videos where you're not doing like all the extra stuff sometimes, I feel like that might be a bougie filmmaker thing. I'm like, ugh, the light is bothering me. But I know most people do not care. All right, I know that's yellow and you can't see it, but it says determination, okay? And you got the 7 of Wands, Libra. This is where you get back to you. We are starting, and okay, peep this. We just had an eclipse on your opposite sign, which in the opposite sign, everybody knows Aries is known for being selfish on the shadow side. But I was speaking a lot too in the Aries videos for that eclipse, saying that that selfishness is not always a bad thing. Sometimes we need to be selfish to get our lives together in order to put out the energy that everybody else needs from us, right? This week, Libra, you need to be selfish. You need to focus on yourself. You guys are the scales, and my Grammy is a Libra, and I know a few people with prominent Libra energy, and you guys are very, very generous. You're very caring about other people. You're always worried about what other people have going on, right? You need to cut all that noise this week, and listen, it's retrograde season. Everybody's going to have something going on. Let them do what they do. They will be fine. They ain't gonna die. They're gonna be okay. You need to focus on you this week. Everybody else's problems and trials and tribulations, that's their business this week. This week, your business is your business, and they need to mind theirs while you get yourself together. You have cards here that are giving this message of really pouring into yourself, and not necessarily even in a healing manner, not even in a healing manner. This is a pour into yourself to do what you got to do for yourself on an action level. So Libra, what I get is that you might have a goal. You probably do have a couple of goals. They're going to come up for you this week, or you're going to be thinking about them a lot this week. And this is the week, if you haven't already started, this is the week where you got to set, you got to you got to flick the lighter under and light the little spark. You have a determination card. So you got to shift your focus, your perspective, your mental to kind of a tunnel vision toward whatever that that point is for you, whatever that goal is, or those goals that you've set for yourself are. And you got to start doing the work to put yourself there. And what I will tell you, because you have the 7 of Wands here, 7 of Fire, is that this is going to be a journey in which most of the work, if not all of the work, comes from you. This is not necessarily a collective or collaborative effort. This is about you right now. Remember where I gave that energy of selfishness? This is a time for you, and a time for you to work on things for you and go toward your own goals. Like I said, everybody else around you will be okay. And understand that when you get into the spaces that you set out for, that you've envisioned for yourself, and you get into the energy that you've said you wanted to tap into, you'll be able to do so much more for other people. But you got to give yourself a little bit of time to yourself and for yourself in order to do that. You have to stop worrying about everybody for a little bit. And that's not to say that you don't care, but sometimes you got to care from a distance without your energy being attached and involved, okay? That's your message for the week. All right, that's it for Libra. Alrighty, we will get into Scorpio next. Oracle over here. All right, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising. What is the energy for people with those placements this week, this upcoming week, or the week that we're in? April 30th through the 6th of May. All right, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon. You know what? I probably did not say Libra, but in my head, I feel like I just shuffled for Libra, so I'm going to shuffle this again. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising. I know I was saying Scorpio. I don't know why that happened. What's popping for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this upcoming week? Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. Let's get some supporting tarot. What's the energy for people with those Scorpio placements? April 30th through May 6th. You got Fear, and you got the King of Wands. So I get two messages here. One of them is very specific, but let me speak to the general first. Scorpio, the message here for you is that you need to stop worrying about what could go wrong, what could go left. You need to stop thinking about what you don't have, or the things that you haven't achieved, or the skills that you have not yet acquired. Your energy is saying that you actually have all of the resources that you need for whatever it is that you have decided you want to do. But this is very similar to Cancer's, and I'm not surprised, water, very similar to Cancer's energy here, in which you can create your own blockages. You have to stop thinking that you're not going to come out on top. And just speaking to your zodiac, to your astrological energy, Scorpio, you guys are known for being very successful, but you're known for, like moving in silence like lasagna, as Lil Wayne says. But you guys are known for being very, very good at whatever it is that you decide to do. So you need to remember that about yourself. Instead of, listen, I know that we had a pandemic. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Things are going crazy. Everybody's life changed. And a lot of people dealt with blows to confidence in several different areas because of all of the things that have transpired over the past few years. Scorpio, this is the time where you need to be reminded that you do not have to succumb to your circumstances. You have to remember what you have in your head and what you have in your heart and what you have in your spirit, and move forward with that despite whatever's going on outside of you. You have the King of Wands here, which is telling me you need to tap into some personal power, tap into some courage, tap into some self-confidence, and move forward toward the spaces that you have said you wanted to be in. You will not find success so long as you keep yourself in a headspace of, I'm not good enough. You will not find success so long as you keep yourself in a headspace of, I don't have everything I need to do to get the task at hand done. Just, you know, and it's easier said than done. Trust and believe, I know it is. It's easier said than done, but you have to start speaking and thinking as if things already exist for you. So Scorpio, I'm going to give y'all a very, very simple ass example. Say your thing is, I want to make a cheesecake from scratch. The energy you're resonating in right now is, I don't have all the ingredients. I've never made a cheesecake before. I've never made a thing in my life. I don't know. It's not going to come out good. You need to move away from that, even if your fridge is empty and you really have never made a cheesecake from scratch, and move into a headspace of, I will have everything I need to make this cheesecake from scratch, even though I have never made a cheesecake a day in my life before, and it's going to be so bomb. People is going to want to market my cheesecakes and sell them commercially. And it might sound crazy for somebody who's never made a cheesecake before, but that's the energy you got to put yourself into. Think of Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo when you think of King of Fire, and think of how they present themselves. When you think about that, you probably like, yo, they be wild and they be thinking they a little too highly of themselves sometimes, right? You actually need to kind of move into that energy this week. You need to think, I'm the best cheesecake maker in the world, even though you ain't never touched a block of cream cheese ever. Okay, Scorpio, it doesn't matter. This week, you are the cheesecake connoisseur. And that's the energy that you need to move into. You need to move away from, I've never made a cheesecake, because guess what? You're about to make a cheesecake. So let's get to it. All right. That's the message for Scorpio. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Bet on yourself and be more confident in your abilities, because you have them. They're there. All right, Sagittarius is next. Y'all give me a second. Let me take a sip of some tea, because my throat chakra says you've been doing a lot of readings today. You might be a little tired, but it's okay. I'm going to get through these. Excuse me. All right, Sagittarius Sun, Sag Moon. Ooh. Stop. My deck said, actually, you are tired. I'm okay. I just took a sip of some tea. I'm re-energized. We're good here. All right, Sag Sun, Sag Moon, and Sag Rising. People with Sagittarius placements. What is the energy for people with those placements this week? April 30th through May 6th, 2023. What's poppin'? All right, let's get you some supporting tarot, Sag Sun, Sag Moon, and Sag Rising. Again, for anybody watching, these are general spreads for the week ahead. I did do the monthly pulls for the month of May, for the entire month, for all signs. Those are already up on YouTube. So after you watch your signs here, go to my profile and click on the little YouTube button. It should take you right over there. I think my YouTube's in my profile. If it's not, click on the link in my profile, and my YouTube is somewhere on that page. All right, Sag Sun, Sag Moon, Sag Rising. What do we got going for the week ahead for people with those placements? Surrender and the Emperor, which it's not a very juxtaposed message there. So I'm going to read this in a couple of different ways from you. This is very interesting Sagittarius energy. So Sag, what I get for this is that And you guys you're very spiritual. I would give you in the zodiac, you probably come right behind Pisces, if not neck and neck with Pisces, with that intuitive spiritual energy. For some of you Sagittarians, sorry, let me show y'all this card because that glare is not good, just so you can see what it looks like. For some of you Sagittarians, I get the sense that spirit or the universe or your dream, your intuition, however it's been coming to you, has been trying to give you a message. I also get the sense that you have gotten the message loud and clear, but maybe you're not taking it. Whatever that may mean. And if it resonated, you know what the message is. If it didn't resonate, charge it to the game. Go watch your moon and rising sign. Or your sun sign, depending on what sign this is that you're watching. There's something that has been either coming in for you or cycling out for you is what I get. A shift in cycles, a shift in foundation, a shift in perspective, whatever the case may be. Something is supposed to be changing in Sag. I feel like you've been going against the grain, which doesn't make sense for Sagittarius energy because you guys are good agents of change. You're mutable. You actually bring in the change, right? So this week, your message here is to stop fighting what Spirit has been telling you to change. Like, stop. This is going to sound interesting. Stop continuing. Stop continuing. Stop doing what you keep doing. And just let spirit or let life's currents take you on its waves to wherever it is that you need to be. The Emperor card here, I think, is the message to say you have to be strong enough to allow yourself to surrender to what is coming in for you. This is not a you have to stand your ground type of energy that I'm getting with it here. This is just you have to be solid and confident in the fact that the changes coming in for you are meant for you. So if something has shifted for you and you're kind of like, I keep doing this even though I know this has shifted, whatever energy you're supposed to be in alignment with, you're not going to come into alignment with it anytime soon. But if you see something that has shifted for you and you are okay with either letting it go or letting it shift the way it was supposed to shift, you'll be able to, again, that's the surrender portion of it. That's the having the strength to surrender portion of it. You'll be able to find yourself in alignment with the things that you are supposed to be in alignment with, Sagittarius, okay? So this is a big, I get cords of attachment here. This is a week in which you need to reevaluate the things that you are attached to. This is a week in which you need to figure out, okay, I have a cord of attachment here. Does this serve me? Do I serve it? You don't be one-sided, okay? Does this relationship do what it needs to do for me? Does it do what it needs to do for that person? If the answer is no, that's a cord that you need to cut or cleanse depending on the situation. You know what I mean? But you do need to allow yourself to let go of things this week so that you can find yourself in the spaces that you are supposed to be in. Okay? Okay. All right. I know that was short and quick for Sag, but that was all I really got for you guys from them two cards. Go watch your monthly read for May for some more. For some more insight, because that's all that came out for them cards. But the May monthly read is up on my YouTube channel. We just did Sagittarius. Means we are coming into Capricorn next. And for anybody just popping in, I am going in order. I started with Taurus because we are in Taurus season. So I've done Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sag. And we are now in Capricorn. After Capricorn, I will do Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries, okay? Alrighty, y'all. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising. What's popping for this week ahead, April 30th through May 6th, 2023? Hey, Laura Bay, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. And thank you for the follows, guys. Much appreciated. Cap Sun, Cap Moon, and Cap Rising. Let's get some supporting tarot. What's this week have in store for people with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements? You got Faith, and you got the King of Wands. King of Wands coming out strong today in these spreads, but I'm not surprised because we just had a fire eclipse. I was going to say the other week. It was a while ago now, yeah, almost 2 weeks ago. It was on 4, I should remember, it was 420. Faith and the King of Wands. So Capricorn, I get a couple of messages here. The first thing that I get is there might be some times during this week where you're like, oh my gosh, how is this going to happen? How is this going to work? But you just need to trust the process if we're just keeping it completely honest. That's one message that I get for you. Another message, Capricorn, is very similar to, I think that was Sag, I think it was either Sag or whatever, Scorpio. Very similar to their message, but I also get this energy of feeling like you're not good enough, or like the work you're doing is not good enough. And I just want to be the one to tell you how ridiculous that sounds as a Capricorn. It's like coming from a Capricorn. Like for a Capricorn to be like, I'm not good enough, the work I'm doing is not good enough, is a very wild, like that statement doesn't even go together. Your work is good. You are good enough. We're in a time where everything is hella saturated, and unfortunately people without skills are offering their services for a lot less pay, and we just live in a society in which people like cheap shit and don't necessarily care about quality. So Capricorn, is not the quality of your work, it's not your skill set, it's just that you have to figure out a different way to navigate things, and that's where the King of Wands comes in. You have to figure out how to get to 440s. That's 44 energy amplified by 0. You are supported in whatever it is that you're doing, even though it may not seem like it at the time. But you, right now, the focus this week for you is, okay, I have a goal. I've seen what doesn't work, so now I need to figure out what will work, and I need to very quickly jump on that train. This is not, what I will tell you is you don't have a lot, and I mean, you do have however much time you want, but I would not suggest taking a lot of time for the planning process here. This is a time of action, so whatever ideas you get as far as, progression on whatever your goal is, you just need to do it. It's either going to work or it's not, but you will not know if it's going to work if you don't even try it. And then say you do it and you feel like you were a little premature with it, guess what? You can do it again. You can do whatever you just tried again and tweak it this time when you do it. You do have time for trial and error, but you don't have time to sit on your ass. That's really the message that I'm getting here. But you also, as you go through the trial and error, because there is going to be some error, you do need to remember that it's not because you suck. It's just because certain avenues don't work and certain things just don't work. You have to tweak the process. I feel like this is a message, especially for business owners, especially. You have to tweak the process. You have to tweak your approach sometimes, and you're going to have to try a few different things before you find the one that actually works best for you and for your success. And it's not going to look the same for everybody. So just keep that in mind, Capricorn. This is this is a month of work, which means it must be a month of work for you. So go watch your monthly reading. Go to my YouTube and watch your monthly reading. This is a week of work for you, in which I also get that you might be feeling a little burnt out, which may also cause you to kind of start losing faith in yourself. But make sure you keep the faith. Continue to bet on yourself. It's just kind of slow moving, but you got fire here. So what I will say is, even though if it's felt like it's been slow moving, this week could be a turning point for you if you start putting the action forward for real, in all the different ways to figure out what works for you, okay? Okay. All right. That's it for Capricorn. Let's get into Aquarius. Get my cup out of there. All right, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising. What is the energy for people with those placements for this week? April 30th through May 6th. What's popping for Aquarius placements? Thank you guys for the likes. And Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising, supporting tarot. What's popping for this week for y'all? Ooh. Okay, Aquarius, this is a good one. I kind of like this. I do like this. So for you guys this week, I get that, and I feel like it might be kind of a switch. And I'm not to say that you haven't been doing anything or you haven't been going for anything, but I get that the energy very much so shifts for you this week, and more so in a direction of, okay, no, now I really want this. Now I really want things to go like this. Now I really want to be in this type of energy. You have the hunger card here. Let's move that up so y'all can see it. Excuse me, and this is a chakra deck, or a chakra deck. I'm trying to pronounce the words correctly. This is a chakra deck. And this is a yellow card, even though it looks kind of orange. So this resonates. Well, actually, this is an orange card, but it's in the middle of, yes, it's halfway between the middle of yellow and orange in this deck. So I'm going to read it like that with that chakra energy. So you're in between the sacral and the solar plexus with this energy this week. So you have the hunger there, but you also have the drive and the motivation and the willpower as well. And on the other side of it, you got the 9 of discs, the 9 of pentacles. This is the 9 of coins. If you are familiar with my reads, or if you've been following me, you know this is the money suit. This is the foundational suit. This is the tangibility suit, okay? So what I'm telling you, your cards are saying this week is that you are going for gold, literally. I feel like, and I don't even know if it's you're going to have opportunities presented to you, Aquarius. I get more so of like you busting down doors type of energy. So like, I would not be surprised if you found yourself in a position this week to where like there's an opportunity that's not necessarily for you, but you somehow body your way into making that opportunity available to you. Listen, you are an air sign. You guys are good with the thinking things through, and you know, I hate the manipulation. Like, I feel like you can manipulate situations this week into which you can get what you need, and not to say it's, and not in a bad way. I know the word maybe was not the best one to use there, but not in a bad way. Like, I feel like you can get what you want this week by just using your smarts, by really thinking things through, using that, tapping into that communicative air energy, turning on the charm, and really going for what you want. I tell people, do not ask for your opportunities. And this is, I think Aquarius, this is the energy you're embodying this week. You were like, I'm not asking for shit. If I want it, I'm about to come and take it, or I'm about to come and demand it. I'll demand it first, and if you ain't gonna give it to me, well, guess what? I'm taking it. And you walking away with the 9 of Pentacles, so it's like, whichever way it rocks, no matter what people think about the way you go about it, it's gonna work out for you. Just the person I am and my little softy Cancer heart, I will say, Aquarius, please be nice to people, because y'all could be kind of mean sometimes. But don't be so nice to where you waiting for people to hand things to you. You go and take that shit if you want to this week, because if you want to take it, it's there for the taking. And by doing so, you'll be creating a lot more abundance for yourself, okay? Okay. That's all I got for Aquarius. All right, let's get into Pisces. All right, let's go Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. What is the overall energy for people with Pisces placements for this week? April 30th through May 6th, 2023 was popping for people with that Pisces energy. some supporting tarot for y'all. That's good. Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. The supporting energy for people with those placements. What's popping for this week? Eyelash in my eye. Oof. No. There we go. You got growth and you got the Seven of Swords. I got two very interesting messages there for you. On one side, I guess it's not that interesting because y'all are Pisces. Y'all fishy, swimming in different directions. On one side, Pisces, I get that you are making moves. Like, you're making big, abundant moves. And it might be little by little, but you are very, very quiet kept about everything that you got going on. And if you're not, this is a message that you need to start doing. So, like, whatever you're implementing, whatever you're building, whatever you're coming into, or the opportunities that you're considering taking, this is not necessarily a time to discuss them with people. And I know it sucks to be like, oh, because there's haters out there, but even the people you wouldn't think, and they may not even do it on purpose, but sometimes when people have good things going on in their lives and you share with people who don't necessarily have the same type of good stuff, they have an internal jealousy, a little bit of an internal haterish the type of notion, to where, you know, on a subconscious level, they're on some like, why is that working out for them? They shouldn't have that. And they're putting that energy out there onto you. This is to keep it cute, keep it quiet. Whatever you're working on this week, you work on that within your own self. Everybody don't need to know. They'll see it when it's done. Okay. On the other side, another message, very specific message that I get here for you, Pisces, is that there could be some spaces in which you have been trying to grow in, or which you're qualified enough to actually propel forward in, right? But there are some blockages, and I hate to say I do get a hater energy here. There could be somebody in this, I get workspace energy for this, if we're being completely honest. There could be a hater in your workspace that knows you're qualified, or they could be vying for the same type of spots that you're going for. But I kind of get more like higher up energy, which is very interesting. Could have somebody in your workspace or in some sort of community, something that you do, that either just doesn't like you, or doesn't like all of the success that you tend to bring in, or doesn't like how much people in that same workspace or community space rock with you. And for whatever reason, I feel like they have some sort of pull as far as your growth is concerned. And so because of their feelings toward you, I do get that they might be trying to keep you from opportunities, or keep things from being given to you, or keep you from receiving rewards or whatever. Pisces, what I will say is, again, keep it cute, keep it quiet, observe this week. See what you can learn, see what you can find out. And once you figure things out, then you move accordingly, whatever that may mean. All right. Do I get anything else for Pisces? I don't get anything else. I think that's it. That's all I got for you guys. That's as much connection as I got to y'all's spread. I know that was a little short, but those are the only messages that came through, Pisces. So I guess those were just very clear messages and what you needed to know this week. You can go watch the monthly May reading if you'd like a longer message, because the monthly readings are a little bit longer, and there'll be some more insight in there for you because it covers the time span of the whole month. Okay. So that was it for Pisces. All right, y'all. Last read. We are going to do Aries. And yeah, I'm getting sleepy, y'all, so I'm not doing the love or the financial reads tonight. So for anybody that is subscribed or chooses to subscribe to my Patreon, those will go up tomorrow, okay? And for anybody that did not hear me make this announcement earlier, the next 10 people that subscribe to one of the memberships on my Patreon, you will get a free chakra bracelet. Once you subscribe, I'll send you a message and ask you which chakra you want. And I'll get your address so I can put it in the mail for you. That is only for the next 10 people to sign up. And those tiers, I try to do something for everybody. So the lowest price one is $10. The highest price one is $100. And all of the membership tiers give you access to the monthly love and monthly financial readings. And all of the membership tiers also get a personal read as well. So in addition to all the monthly reads for all the signs, you will receive a personal message, or not a personal message, a personal reading in your inbox for the month, depending on what tier you go for, okay? All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, what's poppin', what's shaking for y'all? I don't like all these red cards together. Let's split up the deck a little bit. There we go. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, what's the overall energy for this week, April 30th through May 6th? People with Aries placements, what y'all got going on this week? We got some supporting tarot for y'all. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What y'all got? Ooh. Should we do that? We should. Six of Swords coming with balance. Okay. That's a balanced message, right? This week, Aries, you need to bring some balance into your life, into your lives, or into your life, whichever way the sentence wants to go. What I get for you guys is that you maybe need to move away from either a behavior or a perspective, or you might need to move away from a specific relationship in which you're receiving bad advice. Like, the best way that I can put it is you might spend a lot of time around somebody and have conversations with somebody who, and it might sound good on the surface, like, and they might have good intentions. It's just the way they live their life is not ideal for anybody, and for them to be giving you suggestions is like, you gonna tell me, like, look at your life. Why would I want to listen to you? And Aries, I think you need to open your eyes to that this week. It's very possible that this person has a lot of influence on you, and I also why do I get that, like, they have influence on you because they do something for you, or because you're heavily connected to them or attached to them in some sort of way. This is very specific. So if it does not resonate, I'm sorry, charge it to the game. Go watch your monthly reading, or go watch your sun or moon or rising, whatever. Go watch another sign. Click on a different timestamp, because this will be going up on YouTube. But I get that, Aries, you might be mixed in with somebody who is kind of holding something over your head, is the best way that I can put it. Like, they're like influencing your life, not necessarily in the best way, but they feel entitled to do so because they do whatever for you, or they have a specific relationship to you. And this week, Aries, I think that you're going to come to a point to where you actually notice that. I think you may not have seen it up until this point. You maybe have gotten a few notions, maybe a few feelings, and I think you may have pushed it off to the side because there was kind of this energy of, nah, they wouldn't be doing that, or nah, they're not like that. But Aries, we got an eclipse coming in this upcoming week. We got a full moon coming up. It's all about illumination and clarity. Things are going to start to become evident to you. And with the Six of Swords and this balance card, what I get is that you're being prompted to kind of break your ties from that energy, or at least the mental influence that energy has over you. Like, it is time for you. It's so funny that I want to say it is time for you to start thinking for yourself, whatever that means to you. But so long as you continue to follow the path of whatever that influence is, you're going to continue to be out of whack and out of balance, okay? So you need to make some changes, start thinking for yourself, thinking what's best for you, thinking what is smart and logical for you, what makes the most sense for you, and your plans and your goals, and then you need to start moving in that direction. And that may entail cutting some cords to some relationships, some people, some behaviors, some patterns. But it's okay, because when we clear things out, we create the space to come into alignment with the things that we need to be in alignment with. When you continue to harness or keep attachments or keep space holder energies, I call them space holder energies, like people that you don't need to be involved with anymore. For instance, when you continue to keep space holder energies around you, you don't have the space for whatever you need to come in. So it's like you might not be missing the opportunity, but you're definitely putting it off. And who's to say that the opportunity will not get tired of waiting, whatever it may be? You know what I'm saying? So this week you need to start thinking for yourself, Aries. You need to start moving in a way that's going to be beneficial and logical to your process and your path, because the advice you've been receiving, the influence you've been receiving is actually detrimental to your growth. It actually throws you off kilter and puts you on the darker or the more negative side of the spectrum, okay? And that's the energy that I get. That's all I'm picking up. If you need more insight on that, book a personal reading with me. All right, you guys, that is it for all signs for this week. If you missed your sign, I will have the weekly read up on YouTube in a few hours. But in the meantime, you can hold yourself over with the monthly read for May. I did do all signs. I did that earlier today. If you want an eclipse or a retrograde reading, because we are in eclipse and retrograde season, you can book one of those with me. You can find that link by going to my profile, clicking on the link. It'll take you to my link tree. Click on book a personal reading, and then when you get to that page, there is a drop down menu that says tarot spreads. Pick your spread that way. There are descriptions of all of the spreads, and I know Etsy is crazy and it's not that great of a site to navigate, but just click item description and read more, and it'll give you a description of all of the different spreads I offer, okay? And I have been saying this throughout the whole video, but just for those of y'all that don't know, I do now recently just started a SunshinehazeCo membership, which gives you access to general collective reads, all sign reads. It gives you access to the love reads, the love monthly reads, the money and career monthly reads. You also get personal readings. There's astrology learning series where I go over natal charts, numerology series where I go over personal numerology. Like, what else is there? There are a couple of workbooks. There's a tarot journal with a whole bunch of tarot spreads, a moon journal with a whole bunch of moon journaling prompts. What else, y'all? I'm like, there's so much stuff on that Patreon. I don't even know. Go check it out. They start at $10. The highest price one is $100. What else? Are those all my plugs? That might be all my plugs, y'all. I think that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sending you positive energy this week and this month, because we are in a new month, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace.